Okay, I've come outside today because I was deciding I'm spending way too much time on a computer screen, so this is one of the things that I'm going to try and adapt and change to improve my lifestyle a little bit. I'm going to turn these into short video vlogs, try and keep them short and sweet, and today I'm going to focus on learning and development. To do that, I'm going to use the skill of juggling, because I'm going to try and practice what I preach. It's something that I've just always thought that I'm not very good at, I'm not naturally coordinated, so I'm going to try and develop that skill and learn something new myself. And the reason I'm outside is the first tip I'm going to talk about is environment. This is actually day 2 of my learning journey, and yesterday I discovered that the roof is too low for me to juggle effectively inside. So I come outside, and that's the first thing: environment. Make it as conducive to learning as possible. Make sure that everything's in place that allow you to learn effectively, and hopefully you've got a sort of supportive environment. If not, what do you need to change to help that learning for yourself? Tip 2 I'm going to go straight into is process. Okay, after trying to throw things up and down and dropping them all over the place yesterday, I took some tips online and took my own advice, and I took some so I looked at some videos of tips of how to learn juggling, and they recommended starting with 2 balls, so that's what I've done. I've improved a lot. I still drop, but I'm going to give it a go now. Ready to start. Probably just should have done some recording yesterday if I'd thought about this earlier, because that was actually not bad compared to where I started. I've shown big improvements already, and that is tip number 3. It's failure. You've got to get used to learning. You've got to be comfortable. You've got to be comfortable with failing, and you're going to do it. And hopefully you're in a supportive environment that allows you to do that. But don't be afraid of failing. And the next tip is feedback. My feedback back at the moment is obviously dropping the balls, or getting feedback as to someone looking at me and seeing what they think I'm doing wrong. Seek out feedback, learn to embrace it, and hopefully it's going to help you develop. And then the final tip is practice. You just got to keep doing things, keep improving, keep learning, and hopefully doing all the other things within that will help you to keep growing and improving. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to add in some clips. Hopefully I'm going to improve a lot through the next few days as I try this. Main thing as ever, have fun, stay safe, stay happy, healthy and active. Day 4, and I've just come across a really good learning point. So yesterday most of my practice was indoors because it was wet, so I come outside and realised that I'm actually juggling quite well, but the ball's really low because I've been used to the ceiling. So now coming outside I've realised that I haven't worked much on my throwing skills, and the balls are actually going everywhere where I try and juggle a bit higher. So probably a good summary of my learning there, that set off with the best intentions but then have to adapt because of the situation, not because of time or the resources that I've got available. So it's worth thinking about that environment all the time, making sure that you're sticking on track with your goals, and sticking to those processes, and any feedback that you're getting, and really evaluating what you're doing. So I think for me now, some work on my throwing technique again, going back to basics and trying to improve what I'm working on. learning journey, and I've gone from genuinely struggling to do about 2 catches to a personal best of over 200. Clearly, not everything's as simple as just juggling, but whether it's designing and delivering presentations, just drafting emails that are going to influence people, or job interviews, whatever it may be, you've got to put in the work to help yourself develop. For me, I made the habit easy. I talked about earlier about making habits. I made it easy. I put the juggling balls either on my desk or by the door, just trying to have a break and stay active. And I made it fun for myself, set myself some challenges. But yeah, try and get that supportive environment. Try and set a process. Don't be afraid to fail. Seek feedback, look to develop, and most importantly, keep practicing. Stay well, have fun.